Welcome to Spidel's Federal Tax Minute. I'm your host, Catherine Sedan. This week we're covering disallowed employee retention credits and a recent extension to the statute of limitations on refunds. Spidel's Summer Tax Update brings together the topics our customers consistently ask for so you get the information that's most relevant to your practice. This year we're covering using AI in your practice, S-corporation and partnership basis, stock incentives, and estate planning. For details and to register, go to spidel.com and click Webinars. Although employee retention credits were only available for the 2020 and 2021 tax years, many of our clients are still trying to obtain their ERC refunds. Unfortunately, given the complicated nature of the credit, as well as the demands placed on the IRS during COVID-19, many legitimate ERC claims were erroneously disallowed and have yet to be resolved due to IRS firings, layoffs, resignations, and government shutdowns. If the matter is not resolved within 2 years of the initial ERC disallowance, the IRS is prohibited from issuing a refund even if the client is entitled to it, and the taxpayer can no longer pursue any other administrative or judicial relief. Requesting an appeal before the IRS's Independent Office of Appeals does not extend the 2-year period. The 2-year period starts when the IRS issues either Letter 105C, which fully disallows the ERC, or Letter 106C, which partially disallows the ERC. Recognizing that this 2-year time frame may be nearing for many taxpayers due to no fault of the taxpayers, the IRS has established a process to apply for an extension of the 2-year statute of limitations period. Taxpayers that meet the following criteria are eligible for relief from the 2-year timeline. The taxpayer is waiting for the IRS to consider their response to the notice of disallowance on Letter 105C or 106C, and the taxpayer has 6 months or less remaining before their 2-year period expires. Although OBBBA repealed the ERC for the 3rd and 4th quarters of 2021 if the claim was not originally submitted by January 31st, 2024, taxpayers whose ERC claims were disallowed can still pursue their claims if the claims were originally submitted by January 31st, 2024. All taxpayers running up against the 2-year period to file a refund suit can request an extension. The period will be extended if both the taxpayer and the IRS agree to sign Form 907, Agreement to Extend the Time to Bring Suit. However, the IRS has set up a special process for eligible taxpayers awaiting resolution of their ERC disallowance protest. These taxpayers can submit Form 907 requesting an extension via the IRS document upload tool by selecting Notice CP320B, Need Information to Determine if you're due a refund, from the Document Upload Tool drop-down menu. The IRS will review the request and will send written response indicating whether they agree to the extension. The IRS has not indicated how long the Form 907 request review period will take. This means taxpayers may want to consider filing these requests as soon as they become eligible so they don't run out of time to pursue litigation if the request for an extension is denied. The IRS is sending Notice CP320B to taxpayers identified as eligible for this new Form 907 submission method. Taxpayers that do not receive Notice CP320B but believe they meet the eligibility criteria can still submit the claim. We covered this topic in a recent issue of Spidel's Federal Tax Letter, a monthly newsletter, plus a searchable online archive of back issues that keeps you at the leading edge of the federal tax issues that impact your clients. You can get more details and subscribe at spidel.com under Publications. That's all for this week. Join us next time for another episode of Spidel's Federal Tax Minute.